are very close to celebrating tonight's dominant victory over the Commanders. We've already seen top officials within the Eagles team go over and celebrate with their players, shake their hands, tell them congratulations. Boy, has it been a season.
The trophy presentation not quite underway yet. The Eagles still about to take a knee with about 30 seconds to go, and that should do it. They have taken a knee. The clock will tick out. And as you look live over the link, the final seconds are ticking. Jaylen Hurts and company will go to the center of the field where they'll congratulate the Commanders on a great season. But the Eagles have been in control most of this game. And the stats jumping off the page here, 55 points for the Birds. And now we wait for a Super Bowl matchup with either the Bills or the Chiefs. Will it be a rematch of 2 years ago, or will the Eagles face the Bills in 2 weeks? We shall wait the winner. There's the quad box, Sheba, and the party's just getting started.
All right, so again, we have the view from Broad Street, City Hall off in the distance. It has been just spectacular to see the whole city line lit up in green. We have Chickie's and Pete's right there on the left side bottom, and the northeast, and also right outside the link, and those other boxes in the quad box here. Tonight is a night to celebrate. Chris, you're at the link. What's going on where you are?
Well, the Super Bowl party has officially begun. Who are you? What's your name?
Dan.
Dan, look, the fireworks.
The Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
The Birds are going to the Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I promise you.
A trip to New Orleans, February 9th, Super Bowl 59. We're talking Bourbon Street. We're talking the French Quarter.
Yep.
We're talking beignets.
Yep.
Are you going to make the trip, and how you feeling? What was it like in there tonight?
There's a pretty good chance I make the trip. That was the best atmosphere I've ever seen in my entire life. In my entire life. The Birds beat the brakes off of them. We're going to Bourbon Street, man.
Going to Bourbon Street.
Going to Bourbon Street.
Yeah, give me a hug. Give me a hug. I love you. How about that?
Thank you.
What do you think? What was that like in there? We're live on TV, no profanity.
Here's what I think. I believe that the Eagles are a very solid team defensively, offensively. I mean, what are you going to say about Saquon?
To New Orleans.
I think everybody can run that ball. Everybody rocks it. Eagles destroy the Chiefs.
Right. We got 2 weeks before Bourbon Street. You going?
I will not be going unless you can give me a ticket. Give me a ticket.
I'll see what I can do. The party is just starting. You can guarantee a lot of these people are going to be leaving Lincoln Financial Field, headed down to Broad Street, headed down. Oh! So this is what it's like. What's this? The 5th Super Bowl appearance? Where were we? 1981. What were the years? 1981. Let me get out my list. 2005. 2018, 2023, add 2025 to the list. Tell me, what was it like in there? NFC champions, how's it feel?
Oh, my God, it was electric. I'm on the phone with my dad right now. Pop,
Tell Dad I said hi.
Speaker, give me a Go Birds.
We got Dad on the phone. Give me a Go Birds from Dad.
Go Birds. Oh, yeah, Go
There we go.
Birds.
Dad on the phone. Go Birds. What was it like in there?
It was amazing. Jaylen Hurts is that guy. Listen, Saquon is the MVP. Oh, my God. I love the Eagles.
Go fucking Birds, baby.
Whoa, we don't have that. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get, guys. The party's just starting here at Lincoln Financial Field. This is what it's all about. Your Birds family, your Eagles family. We're going to the Super Bowl. New Orleans, Super Bowl 59. We'll see you on Bourbon Street. We'll be back here in a bit.
I like that. We'll see you. We're going to Bourbon Street. We're going to the Super Bowl. And next we're going to...
Philly was made for Bourbon Street.
Yes, they were.
Now,
even if you can't go to the Super Bowl, go take part in the festivities and celebrate the Birds.
All right, let's go to Chickie's and Pete's. Let's go to South Philly. Ellen Kaloje. Can you hear me? Ellen, you're on. All right, she can't hear us, so I'll just tell you. There's a party at Chickie's and Pete's. and she can't hear us, so that's fine. Let's keep showing what the party is showing. That is that above Chickies in South Philly, or is that 5 points in the Northeast? Well, either way, it's a party, and there's going to be a party going on all night. Yeah. And we're here to bring you that party the best we can. And you may hear a bad word or two, and we're sorry about that. We're gonna do our best to keep it clean here. Oh, that looks like it's right outside the link. So that's the party right there. Sky Fox above the party. People filing out. We just heard from Chris O'Connell. Kelly Rule, you are in Center City on Broad. How's the party there?
Just beginning, but you wouldn't know that because it is absolutely packed out here. People are flooding in from every which direction. So excited, a sea of green, people running to City Hall. Oh, look at this. This is a get up. Yes, love it. Guys, it wasn't even close. It was not even close. Look at this. How are you feeling?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good, how are you? We're hearing a Mayor Parker variation. We love it. We love to see it. All love for Mayor Parker. Yeah, guys, absolutely packed. People are just flooding in from every which direction. They're running towards City Hall, which of course is lit up green. The polls have not been touched yet. So we're, oh, nope, we got a poll. You see it, Mark? We got someone on a poll already. So if that poll was greased, it is not working. You see him? You see the guy on the poll? Yeah. Yep, we already got one up there. So clearly whatever work they did this morning, maybe it's the cold temperatures, maybe it's just the determination. I don't know. He is sitting on that traffic light right now. I hope that traffic light is sturdy. So much excitement. Look, guys, nobody wanted this for us. Nobody wanted this. All I heard all week was Cinderella's story. You know, this is supposed to be their rebuild year, yada, yada, yada. Well, look what happened. Here we are. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to New Orleans. And it's because we are the best team in the NFC. And it's because we have the best fan base in the NFL. They couldn't withstand it. Look at these fans. We got a second pole climber here. He's getting up there. And success. All right, we got two, guys. The crowd is going wild. Yep. Oh, he's going even higher. All right, so just to be clear, we don't recommend this, but nevertheless, it's happening. And we're getting down safely. Seems like police are allowing it for now. Eventually, they're probably going to put a stop to that, but...
Yeah, the pole climbing is never recommended, but it's part of how we celebrate our sports teams here in Philly. You can't have a victory this big and not climb a pole, right?
I believe that. Oh, that's a Jason Kelsey.
They're also at a bus stand. Yeah, and we have people on a. Is that a bus stand or is that a newspaper stand? Newspaper stand. So if you guys recall, 2 years ago,
we remember.
They all fell through. So we're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah. We don't recommend that. That's a little, that could be riskier than the pole climbing. We'll see how long.
Well, this is very early in the night, and now we're trying to see if the same will happen from a couple years ago. Kelly, how long have you been out there on Broad waiting for the crowds to form?
So we were in the Doubletree Hotel, which is right on Broad Street. Last couple minutes of the game, we started to see people running, so we came out, and I swear I blinked, and all of a sudden it's packed and we can't move. So that's how quickly. I mean, people were ready to, they might have been leaving their house at the start of the fourth quarter, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
In true Philadelphia fashion.
I saw somebody off in the crowd on one of their friends' shoulders. We see people climbing poles. I guess we got about two so far. And all of Broad Street in green.
Two pole climbers. Everybody in green, a sea of green. Oh, we got some firecrackers going off. So we have firecrackers, we have people on shoulders, we have people on poles, we have people on a newspaper stand. Again, I'm just reporting the facts. I'm not recommending this. After drinking,
all right,
what's happening?
We're losing Kelly.
I think some people, we have some
Kelly,
Timmy.
Stick with us. We're gonna go back to you in just a moment. You're looking live at the link here.
Yeah.
We also have Alex George at 5 points in the Northeast, another kind of notorious area for pole climbing and celebrating. And reminder to everybody, this is the NFC Championship. Just imagine what a Super Bowl victory would look like. Hey, Alex.
Sorry.
Yes, Jason. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you see
you're
me?
on.
Can you see us?
Oh, well, I have somebody here to tell us just how excited they are. Now, you've been chanting all day.
Oh my God! We have been live! We come to Reals every year! We are excited! We're going to the Super Bowl again! Thank you, Saquon! We love you! Tim Robinson, recruited love! G-L-E-S! Eagles!
There you have it, Jason. We are in Mayfair. We're off of Common Avenue. And it's a big party. It's a little crazy. We got a lot of dancing, a lot of celebrations. There's some fireworks going off. I know Kelly was narrating over on Broad some climbing of the poles. Some of these poles are greased. Luckily, we haven't seen anybody try to climb them just yet. But this is what the party is looking like. You can see over here, everybody is chanting, "Go Birds." You can hear the fireworks behind me. The party is going on. There's music just a little bit further down. You can see people dancing. We're all here on Common Ave. We're at 5 points. And of course, the party keeps going on because we're NFC champions, baby. So you know we're going to the Super Bowl. Can we get an Eagles chant? You're live on Fox 29. Let's hear it.
Eagles!
All right, you guys, that's what we got going on here. I don't know what time the party's going to stop over here. How long are you guys going to be out here?
All night.
All night.
You said all night.
All night long. All
I
right.
love to see the kids excited. Alex, look at the little tot right next to you there. I love to see
Look
the
at the little
kids.
one. Yeah.
they're being trained upright.
E-A-G-L-E-S. It's Eagles out here.
All right.
That's right. Everybody trying to
by the
show
way,
and prove that they can spell Eagles right.
Can you
Yes.
imagine how many people are about to call in sick tomorrow and not show up to school?
It should be a holiday at this
It should be a
point, right?
A
holiday.
lot of
in Philly.
people, Jason, a lot.
All right, we'll talk to you in just a moment. So
right,
stay
guys.
put there. We'll talk to you soon. That is the celebration and the award presentation happening on the field at Lincoln Financial Field. So Nick Foles is there. He was the ceremonial captain today. So he's there to present the trophy to the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, all there to celebrate. But hey, job's not done. Job is not done. This is just another big win in what has been a remarkable season, shocking to some degree, based on early preseason expectations. And all year this team has risen to the occasion and improved week after week, really being capped off by this game. They're probably their best game of the year, so they're playing their best football when it counts.
I think Tom Brady had a great description of this year's team. He called it the redemption season. So we're not even going to talk about last season, but this year everything gelled. The #1 defense in the league, 7 rushing touchdowns for just this game. They broke a lot of records. Just the score alone, 55-23, the most all-time in AFC NFC championship game history. So just a phenomenal Eagles team. We're just so proud of the guys.
Yeah.
Just when you think it's all up to one player, another player comes out from behind and shows just how dynamic of a team this is.
I think everybody will talk about Saquon Barkley and his 3 touchdowns, and he was incredible. He's always incredible.
And Saquon
Jaylen
we
Hurts.
trust.
Jaylen Hurts, though, was fantastic. He deserves a lot of credit for really helping to spread the wealth, get the offense going, really got everyone involved in this game, including our receivers. And, I mean, Will Shipley scored a touchdown, just the last one of the game. That was great to see.
A lot of kudos going to Howie Roseman, too, with all these
sure.
picks and his team, all of the picks for this season. And just, you can't script a better dynamic team this season.
It really comes down to the defense. So
brings a tear to our eyes,
it does.
right?
Hey, listen, for the next several weeks, Fox 29 is your place for all things pole climbing, celebrations. I've even seen a Go Birds, G-E-A-U-X, Go Birds.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love that.
right?
Yes, for the Big Easy,
It's,
where the Super Bowl is taking place in New Orleans. Yes.
This is just a fantastic, for such a deserving fan base. Be careful, kids. Come on now. Get on down from there. This is a city that has a fan base that shows up no matter what the sport, week after week, game after game, and they're being treated to another Super Bowl berth. Our second in 3 years and our third in 8 years. I think fans would take that. 3 Super Bowl appearances every 8 years. We got to win this one, though.
We're getting spoiled. And
Yeah.
clearly this guy right here is having a hard time climbing the pole. We never did get confirmation as to whether they greased the poles, right?
Yeah. Let's go to Ellen. She's at Chickies and Pete's. Ellen, I wonder if you ask some of these folks, do they have a Chris O'Connell, do they have a preference on whether they want to see the Bills or the Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Bills or Chiefs? Sounds like everyone wants the Chiefs. Come on there, man. Look at that going on. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. What was it like in there tonight? Tonight was absolutely incredible. Look at this guy. He's inked up. Wait a second. You got the Super Bowl. You got Nick Foles on there. You got the Hungry Dogs. Wait a second. What's next now?
Saquon Barkley, we're jumping over. We're NFC champs. Let's go, baby. We want the Chiefs.
Maybe another Super Bowl ring on there?
Oh, in the front. Let's go. Yeah.
What was it like in there tonight?
It was awesome. It was oblivious in there. It was crazy. Yep.
This was an old-fashioned South Philly butt whooping. Let's go, Birds! What was it like in there tonight, buddy?
Crazy!
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Nope.
How fun was it? Who's your favorite player, and what was it like in there tonight?
It was amazing. My favorite is Saquon Barkley. It was amazing.
Do you get to have off tomorrow?
No.
No. Maybe after a Super Bowl.
Maybe. I hope so.
What's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle, what was it like in there tonight? Can you wrap your head around we're NFC champions? We're going to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks?
Oh, yeah, baby. It was rocking and rolling, and we're going to take the Super Bowl. Let's go, Jaylen Hurts. Let's go, Saquon. We're taking it all,
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! That's what it's like, guys. South Philly party. There ain't nothing like it. Come spilling out of the link after their Eagles won the NFC championship. This is what it's all about.
All right, Chris.
This is what memories are made.
Thank
And look,
you very
don't
much.
go away. Look at this guy.
We'll go back to you in just a moment. We're on Fox Local right
we got a
now.
moment.
We're about to take our coverage to the TV as well, to Fox 29. The post-game show is over. We're about to go live on Fox 29 as well. And we're about to start. Are we ready to start that right now?
In 1 minute. In 1 minute.
Okay,
we'll have
1 minute. All right. So look at the crowd. Is this Broad Street? This looks like it's right outside the link. This is City Hall. And again, this is a conference championship crowd.
Our
What is
live
the Super
coverage
Bowl?
continues in 1 minute. We'll be right back. And there it is. Your Eagles are NFC champions, and they're headed to the Super Bowl. We are headed to the Super Bowl, and the city is dancing and erupting with excitement tonight.
The quad box is up. Live look at South Philly. The link, Broad Street near City Hall in Northeast Philadelphia. The party will not stop tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people will not be at work tomorrow. They will not be at school tomorrow, and that's just the way it has to be. For the second time in 3 years, the Birds are headed back to the big game. A live look at Broad Street. Can you believe this crowd?
Whoa.
People have filed out of bars, their homes, everything else there. Barricades are up. Poles have already been climbed and are being climbed right now.
Yes, they are in the process of being climbed. Sky Fox live over the link in just a few moments here as we come off of this shot from Broad Street. The Eagles celebrate tonight's dominant victory over the Commanders. In case you missed it, the score 55-23, the most all-time in AFC NFC championship game. Just when we thought that they were done scoring, they had some more left in them.
Trophy presentation has already happened. The Eagles have celebrated on the field. Confetti still falling at Lincoln Financial Field. And look at the crowd. I mean, elbow room, standing room only there on Broad Street. And so you are looking live at Broad. Let's go back to the link, though. Let's go to the parking lot, and you never know what some of these fans are going to say. Chris O'Connell, what are they saying that you can share with us?
Well, Jason, just take a look at all the fans spilling out of Lincoln Financial Field. It is official. The Super Bowl party has started in South Philadelphia. Eagles are headed to Super Bowl 59, New Orleans. How crazy is this? What was it like? Can you give me
Super Bowl, New Orleans.
What's your name?
Frank. Expected it. Never expected it. 55 points. We weren't supposed to be able to score that many. Jaylen Hurts has a bad knee. Maybe he plays with two bad knees.
That was an old-fashioned South Philly boot knock.
You bet. Take care. Good seeing you.
Go Birds. Go Birds. The party has started. G-L-E-S, Eagles. Chances are a lot of these people are going to go out of the link. They're going to head down to Broad Street, go into Center City, where the party has started. This is what it's all about. This is what being an Eagles fan is all about. With all the people, with all your family, with what was it like in there tonight? We're live on Fox.
It was amazing. We can't wait to go to the Super Bowl.
Chris is in the house. All right, yeah. Exciting.
What was it like in there?
One of the best championships I went to. I went to 4 or 5 of them. This rules. This took care of it.
What do you think about New Orleans? You want to make a trip down to Bourbon Street?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go down. I'll be your lackey. I'll look hammer for you.
Hey, whatever you got. Just buy me a drink when you're down there. Guys, this is what it's all about. Eagles fans, Eagles win, NFC champions. If you can believe it, once again, for the 5th time, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. We'll see you on Bourbon Street. L-E-S, Eagles!
Let's go.
And
All
the
right,
second
Chris.
trip to the Super Bowl in 3 years.
This is why we root for our Philly teams. This is why we buy the gear. This is why we go to the games and spend the money, so we can have this moment with each other and celebrate our city, celebrate our team, and the fact that we are front and center in the NFL spotlight, and we'll be one of 2 teams in the Super Bowl. And we just need to wait to find out who we play. And we asked Chris to ask some fans, who would they rather see, Bills or Chiefs? A lot of people saying they want the rematch with the Chiefs. We shall see.
Adrenaline is on high, and that is fully on display there on Broad Street as we watch these folks try to navigate the polls and chant Eagles. Everybody's got it together. Everybody's coming together. The shot a little spotty out there because everybody's using their cell phone at once.
This is Broad and Chestnut there, right in front of the Capitol Grill. Bunch of people on top of the bus stops, the poles. They tried to grease them the best they could, but there ain't no amount of grease that could stop some of these folks. Kelly, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. It's unclear if these polls were greased because people are going up and down, no problem. I think we're in like the 20s or 30s at this point. You just missed a shirtless pole climber, so that was exciting. Everybody got very excited about that. If you look behind them, you can see the newspaper stand is absolutely packed. Pretty concerned that's going to go down at some point. We saw a bus station go down last year, or 2 years ago, I should say. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. But guys, look at Broad Street. It is jam-packed. You cannot move. Packed like sardines in there. A sea of green, a sea of Eagles chants. So much excitement. I'm going to climb down and see if we can talk to some folks down here, young and old. Hey guys, we're going to the Super Bowl! Go Birds, baby! We want Detroit. We're not Detroit. We are the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. We're going to the bowl. Take that Commanders back on. Take it back on. Do we want a Chiefs rematch, or what do we want? We want Eagles to win.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Step 1 accomplished. Listen. Oh, what do we have here?
Come on, look at that. We're going to get two. We're going to get two.
Nobody wanted this for us. Nobody wanted this for us. Look at this fan base. They couldn't handle this. They couldn't handle this. The Commanders came in town. They saw this, and it was game over. We got people on shoulders out here. Woo! They love the camera, guys.
No one looks cold either. You know, it's still cold outside. No one looks cold.
They're still climbing the poles. Yeah. No shortage. Oh, we got some all right here. All right. Who's getting on the pole next? You got on the pole?
No, I'm not getting on the pole.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm too old to get on the pole. But I'm old enough to appreciate the Eagles, and we're going to another Super Bowl, and we're going to beat Kansas City this time, and we're bringing it back home for Philly.
So you want a Chiefs rematch?
Yes, a Chiefs rematch. We want to beat Andy Reid and Holmes. They going down this time.
I love it. What were your thoughts during the game, especially the ending? I mean, we just ran away with it.
We left the house in the fourth quarter because I knew it was over. We came down here to get a good spot, and we partied with my son and his friends.
And you didn't jinx it because you got a good spot. I mean, there was no chance that they were coming back.
No chance. Washington didn't have a chance.
And all week long, we're hearing Commanders, Cinderella story, turnaround year. They're going to do it. And then look at what happened.
And look what Saquon Barkley, what happened? Saquon Barkley!
That's all I got to hear. And Jaylen Hurts, what a game for Jaylen Hurts. We didn't hear about Jaylen Hurts all week, and look at him show up today.
Jaylen Hurts had played a great game on a bad leg. He played a great game. He showed that he could sit in the pocket and be a pocket quarterback. We love Jaylen, and we love Sirianni. Go Birds!
And take that, Joe Witt Jr. All those comments. 3 running touchdowns by Jaylen Hurts. Yeah. See how that worked out for you. All right, so I'm going to try to get one of these pole climbers when they come down. Again, we don't recommend this, but we have one more back there. No cursing. All right, no cursing. How are you feeling?
Oh, absolutely amazing. This is so exciting, so wonderful. I graduated college this year. I wanted them to go back to the Super Bowl while I'm in Philly, and they didn't. And I'm hyped. We're all excited here. Let's go!
Listen, I got in football this year. I became an Eagles fan. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Love the bandwagon fan. We love it. Welcome. We welcome the bandwagon fan. We love that. All right. We got dollar bills down here. Here we go. Yeah. So it's been a while since we've seen some fireworks. There were a lot of fireworks for a while here, but that's calmed down a bit. But the pole climbers have not. Up there again. Newspaper stand still going strong. Hope that doesn't change. Why are we throwing money? People are throwing money. I'm not sure. We got an Eagles flag. Why are we throwing money?
We're just handing out money, baby.
Making it rain.
Handing out money.
Making it rain.
Why not?
The Philadelphia skyline.
There are dollar bills everywhere. I'm not sure why.
What a shot.
Wait. Are you doing an Eagles flag?
I am. I'm happy for them too. I love when to celebrate.
Are you just like, I'm done? I'm going to be
We did really well for a rookie quarterback, all right? So we'll see you guys next year. It's your time. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I love it. You're not going to let the night get you down. I know. She's converted. You love a fan that can acknowledge that, the Eagles really went away with this one. But listen, you guys do deserve some kudos because it was an amazing season.
Yes, it really was. He had a great season. He just choked at the end, but it's okay. That's a lot of pressure. We got this next year. Congratulations.
Look at this fan base. You can't compete with this fan base.
Yeah, it's amazing. Go Birds. Go Eagles.
But I'm losing my earpiece.
Listen, everybody wants to get on the Eagles bandwagon after just after several years here. How can you be in our city and not go to the biggest party in the nation right now? So our Philadelphia skyline all lit up in green. You can see there the Empire State Building just tweeting out, "I'm sorry I have to do this," shining in Eagles colors in honor of their NFC championship win. So also the New York City skyline in green tonight.
It's got to hurt a little extra. They had Saquon Barkley once, and now he's a Philadelphian. By the way, that guy throwing money, he should hold on to it. It's about 12 to 13 grand for the two of the cheapest tickets to go to the Super Bowl on StubHub right now in the secondary market. So you should pick those dollars up and save them. I know there's going to be a lot of fans who say, you know what, this is a bucket list moment. Let's dig into our 401k or whatever we need to do and dig up the money and make this trip happen. You know Birds fans are going to be in New Orleans.
They'll do what they have to do.
Yes, they will.
All right, let's turn things over to Ellen. She's at Chickie's in Pete's in South Philly. Ellen, is the crowd dying down where you are inside at least?
Yes, the crowd has definitely died down, but I'm telling you, I've covered the Super Bowl here. I've covered the World Series. I have never seen it as busy as it was here. The line was out the door. They weren't letting people in. People were very nice, though. They weren't getting too rowdy or, complaining. But it was packed earlier. But I'm telling you, the crowd went crazy, as you can imagine, when it was official that the Birds were going to the Super Bowl. And Craig from Germantown was one of the happiest fans. Craig, tell me what was going through your mind.
Winning the game. We needed to get this one. And like you said, the lines was crazy. Yeah. But if you're thinking ahead about a team that you really care about, you put the time, put the money forward, and you get yourself a seat up here in Chickie and Pete's.
And you've got the bling. Tell me about what you're wearing here. Show me.
So you got to represent your city fully. So I got the old school bird here.
Old school, yeah, there you go.
Old school bird gang, yes. And then we got the old school bird gang hoodie as well. But the next one is going to probably be a jersey, so I got to go a little harder for the Super Bowl.
Now, I asked you, do you want to see the Chiefs or the Bills?
It don't matter. Line them up, we knock them down.
Oh, I love confidence in a man. Doesn't
Absolutely.
matter.
Line them up, we're going to knock them down. So, Bills or Chiefs, don't matter.
Well, I'm tired of the Chiefs. I'm tired of seeing all their faces. And I love T-Swift, but I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, but the bad part about the Chiefs is if you see the Chiefs, you got to see the refs, too. So.
All right. But Josh Allen scares me, so be careful what you wish for. I know.
Okay.
All right. Now, listen to this gentleman over here. Excuse me. I have Craig over here. I'm sorry, Brian. I love this jacket. Turn around. Woo! It is so nice. And you told me you just got this at the store.
I definitely did. I got this at the Pro Stadium. It's Go Birds. It's our season.
And people were coming up to you. I heard them. They're like, where'd you get them? And how much did you drop for them?
I'm not going to disclose that, but,
$225 you told me. You can tell us. That's not that bad.
$225.
It's too rich for my blood, but for you, that's not that bad.
It's all about the Go Birds.
Right. Bills or Chiefs? Who do we want to see?
We want the Chiefs.
Oh, all right. I love it. Everybody wants a rematch. All right. Back to you guys.
All right.
Here.
Such a man of mystery with you, Ellen.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. All right, guys, thank you very much. Kelly Rule's got a familiar face.
Guys, a sea of thousands and thousands and thousands of fans. Who do I see but our Shayna and our Corey? Broad Street celebration. This is my first Broad Street celebration, and I'm so excited. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to really enjoy it. It's great.
Lucky you.
My first question from her is if she was working Good Day tomorrow, and I was going to say, oh, we're hiding you. But she is off tomorrow and celebrating. What are your initial thoughts of being packed like sardines, the pole climbers?
Listen, I say this with pride. There is no city like Philadelphia, and no city loves Philadelphia like Philadelphians love Philadelphia. So, it's so fun to be in this. There's nothing like it.
Yeah. Shayna's getting, pushed against the fence right now. She's like, I love it. I love it.
Getting a push-tush right now.
Live looking at
push-tush right now.
Someone has to jump over the crowd.
We love a good push-tush. I'm glad we have great insurance because my back is going to hurt tomorrow. And that's getting a call. Yep. Go, man. Yes. Shayna's first Broad Street Eagles chant. Ready? Okay. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Are you getting on the pole next? Are you getting on the pole next?
You know what? Don't threaten me with a good time. I might have to. I might do it. I don't know. Come back to me in 5 minutes.
love it. All right.
All right, Kelly, thank you. We are looking at an impromptu fireworks show on Broad Street there. Looks like some people gathered around. There's a guy in a bird, like literally an Eagles costume. Gotta love that.
Flashing green around his neck.
Now, hold on.
Let's get to Frankfurt and Cotman. 5 points. Alex, George.
Okay.
What's up?
Yes, Jason. What's up? Oh, nothing. Normal day. Normal Sunday. What's
Just
doing
a normal
you?
day.
That's right. Yeah. Now tell me, how are we feeling? We're going to the Super Bowl. What do you think?
Yeah, we going.
We're there. What do you think?
Ready for this?
What'd you think of those last couple minutes of the game?
What was that?
What'd you think of the game? I've been just...
Oh, the game was a blowout. We were going to win regardless of what the score was. You know,
You had faith the whole time.
oh, faith the whole time. Here in Mayfair, we already knew that it was going to happen. Storm Cotman, Frankfurt, we were all here ready to go. You know, it is what
Is anybody going to go to New Orleans? Who's going? Are you going to go to New Orleans?
Let's go,
Maybe that's a yes. I don't know. To be honest, it's kind of hard to hear myself talk, but I think maybe some of them are going to go to New Orleans. There's fireworks here. I heard Kelly say they're throwing money on Broad Street. Not here. No money get thrown. Not yet. We got this. So, Jason, I'm not really sure, but I think you can see just how excited fans are. They've been out here in Mayfair all night. They say they're going to be here all night. Trying to give you a live look of what this crowd looks like. We've got thousands of people out here right now. The energy is electric. People are going crazy, as you can imagine, as Birds fans do. So we'll keep you updated for as long as people have the energy to stay out here chanting. Oh, no, no, no.
Is that a Lombardi trophy off in the back?
We are going to New Orleans.
There is.
Did someone crack that at home? Do you see the Lombardi trophy behind you, Alex?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Vince Lombardi. I got him. All right. Hey, can you tell me about this? Did you make this?
Yes.
You made this yourself?
Yes, I did.
Now tell me about the motivation to make this gorgeous trophy.
Hey, I knew we was gonna get here, man.
Yes, we was.
One more game, we're gonna take it home, baby. We're gonna bring it home. Let's go.
How long did it take you to make this trophy?
A few hours.
A few hours?
Yes.
You're crafty with it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Are you going to go to New Orleans?
I wish I could. Hey, ain't no feeling like being at home.
Still working. Go Eagles, go. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
We're throwing babies in the air. All right.
Alex, who do they want to see?
That's pretty much all that's going on over here.
Alex, Bills or Chiefs? Ask the crowd who they want to see in the Super Bowl against the Birds.
Who do you want to see in the Super Bowl against the Birds?
Eagles and
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo all day. Kansas City has too many Super Bowls. We don't want to see that.
Hear that? We got a little Chiefs hate as well. They say Buffalo Bills, no Chiefs. Somebody also said Eagles, but I think it was too loud to hear the question.
Well,
because we can only beat ourselves.
It's been a long day.
There you go.
So you guys, we got fans of all ages out here tonight.
All right, Alex.
Well, there you go.
You know, there's nothing like the Eagles that bring this city together. I mean, that team brings this city together like no other. All right.
Go Birds.
Keep it clean. Okay, we had to mute it just in case. All right, Chris O'Connell back at the link. Chris, you've got some happy fans, and they've got a sign. They're ready to go to New Orleans.
Yeah, look, they already got the sign ready. I take my whiskey neat. I'll see you on Bourbon Street.
Yes,
We got Delco in the house.
Delco's in the house. Prospect Park Live.
What was that like in there?
Oh my God, we put up double nickels on them. Did you see that?
50 piece.
5 points on them.
We're going to Bourbon Street. You
Who's
go
gonna beat us?
No one's gonna beat us. No one's gonna beat us. Hey, Chip! Yeah, Chip! Come on in here. Look at this guy. Oh!
Eagles! Let's go!
Chip are you wearing?
Yes.
Right here. I marched for Mummers Comics and Lucky Old Son NYA. You can see us on New Year's Day up on Broad Street.
Oh.
I marched for Philly. Nobody likes us. We don't care. We shut everybody up today. They told us Jaylen Hurts couldn't do us. We silenced all the doubters. We got one more win. We're going to New Orleans.
We're going to New Orleans. Eagles. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a bunch of Commanders fans leave on 95. Why they came here, I have no idea. They spent about $1,000 to come up here. Hey, real quick, what's your name, dear?
Betsy,
Betsy, where are you from?
Delaware.
What was it like in there? I'm assuming you were in the game?
Oh, yeah.
What was it like in there now that your Eagles are NFC champions?
It was the best season for not playing all that well until now. So if we can play this game tonight in 2 weeks, oh my God.
Who do you want in the Super Bowl?
Huh?
What team you want, the Chiefs or Bills?
I would like the Chiefs only, but
we want the Chiefs, right? We want the Chiefs.
Listen, we win this Andy. We're taking it to Andy, baby.
We want Mahomes and the Bills. We'll beat them both.
Oh, look at you. Get the look.
because that's what we do.
How do you feel? How do you feel tonight that your Eagles are NFC champions?
Oh, awesome! But I didn't have no doubt in my mind.
I don't think anyone did. I don't think anyone did.
Absolutely, because God is good.
Say go Birds.
Go Birds!
All right, give me an E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! That's your home of your NFC champions, Philadelphia Eagles, now going to New Orleans, February 9th, Super Bowl 59. We're going to New Orleans, guys.
It all seems so surreal. I'm a bit emotional tonight, but everyone who's been out at the Link and near City Hall on Broad in the Northeast, everyone is just filled with so much excitement, and it hasn't fully set in yet for the Tears to start playing. But man, what a game. And we have Scott here to talk about sports for a moment and the highlights of this game. So we want to bring you in, Scott, to talk about, I mean, what would be your first highlight? We're going to talk about Jaylen for a minute, but what would be your first highlight?
Well, I've got several takeaways from sitting here watching our coverage, right? Number one, I don't think Chris is working tonight. He's playing. He's having a lot of fun.
He'd be there for free.
Number two, it's a great night in Philadelphia when we're asking people if they plan to go at the poll. And number three, hey, 55 is not just the speed limit anymore, man. It's how many points we've scored. It's a great thing for the Eagles tonight. And you mentioned Jaylen Hurts. A lot of questions about the legs. He obviously answered those tonight. Saquon Barkley, you know, just an amazing game for him. He's had an amazing season here. You know, the Commanders went on an 18-play drive to start the game, and they got 3 points. And in one play, Saquon Barkley went 60 yards and answered with 7.
Explosive.
It's an amazing
the way
performance.
He turned around in that play. A lot of his plays are just so memorable.
Yeah, they are.
And he's so speedy.
And it was just domination tonight. I mean, it was really which team wanted it more, and then the Eagles just shoved it down their throats. 7 rushing touchdowns, 3 by Jaylen Hurts, 3 by Saquon Barkley. It's just incredible. It was an incredible performance, and I think it was a statement game. And here's the other thing. I mean, we love Philly fans. We all do.
Yes, we do. Yes.
I don't know if Bourbon Street's ready for this.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, can you imagine?
And I think they've been getting better and better each week. They get more confident each week. I think this is their best game of the year. Obviously offensive output, but even the defense did what it does. Bend but don't break. Some big plays on the defense to, you know, just when you thought Washington was going to get a little momentum and put this thing close, the Eagles defense would force a turnover, recover a fumble. I mean, again, no turnovers for the Birds. And I think it was a 3-0 or 4-0 turnover ratio.
4-0, yeah. And the difference to me, Jason, was not just that they got the turnovers, but unlike last week, they turned them into touchdowns today.
Yeah.
So not only are we taking the ball away from you, but the Eagles are then shoving it into the end zone to turn it into 7 points each time.
No lost opportunities, really.
No, and that's a big key. And they played more disciplined. I think the Commanders looked a little panicked in that first half at times. But, you know, you give them credit. They kept coming back a little bit. Second half, Eagles just put it away. I was impressed tonight more than I have been at any other time this season with this team and what they did on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, the defense everybody. And you also look at the offense as far as the offensive line. They were banged up. I mean, you had Landon Dickerson at center, and he held it down, but he was hobbled. And so with that, and then if Cam Jurgens hobbled, I hope these next 2 weeks can get them well, and they can be fresh and ready to go by next week or 2 weeks from now. So we'll see.
It's important this team has the week off for sure. And I'm being told we now have Breland Moore, who's down at the stadium. She's catching up with players, and I'm told she has Jalen Carter.
Man, it's surreal, man. Just seeing all the smiles, man. We knew we could do it, man. We just had to just believe, man. We believe. Before the game, we had a good motivational speech by coach, and we already knew what the game plan was. And we came out, we executed, put 55 on the board, man. I'm proud of the offense. I'm proud of the defense. All the boys who stepped up, man. Let's go.
Jaylen, you're headed to your first Super Bowl. Is it surreal right now?
Man, it's surreal, man. I knew it was gonna happen, man. I got drafted to a wonderful team who believed in me and trusted me. You know, I'm gonna give them my all, and the goal is to win the Super Bowl at the end of the year.
What does it say about this defense that you guys have just been so dominant consistently throughout the course of this year? I'm sure that's a credit to Vic Fangio, yeah?
Oh, Nick, yes. Oh, I mean, Vic, yes. Vic called crazy plays. Might even be a play where we be like, hold up, and then it just work out.
That's Breland Moore with Jalen Carter. We know she's talking to other players down there, too, and we'll get them to you as soon as we can. But what a year for him. I mean, Jalen Carter
You're laughing at the
wrecked
Eagles.
some teams.
The series
again, you got to love Philly
series of
fans,
Eagles
right?
here, yes. It's Halloween all over again.
I got to get that costume.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
I got to bring that to Bourbon
Can we
Street.
hear a little bit of that? Alex, you have
Yes,
some Eagles you'd like to interview.
I do. I have some Eagles. It's a little tough to hear them through the suit. Of course, they've been flying all day. How are we feeling about tonight's win, gentlemen? Amazing. Amazing? Amazing. And how do we feel about going to the Super Bowl? What do you think? Amazing. Did you think they were always going to do it, or did you really did? Yep. And what did you think of the game? Any favorite players you got? Saquon Barkley. Now, who do we want to see in the Super Bowl against the Eagles?
Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I need my lick back. I need my lick back. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. Please.
Now, I have another question. Did anybody bet any money on this game?
We won them all.
Nobody. Nobody bet anything. No sports betting at all. Nobody won big. Now, tell me over here. Can I ask you, did you have a favorite part of tonight's game? Was there a moment that you were like, oh, we clinched it, we got this?
What was that?
Was there a moment tonight that you knew that we had it?
From the beginning, I knew we were winning. From the beginning. Saquon is a legend. We're going to the Super Bowl. Kansas City or the Bills. We're winning the whole thing. Let's go,
Eagles from day one. Yes.
I grew up with the family Eagles from I was a baby.
You got a lot of lifelong Eagles fans here, guys. A lot of people excited just to carry on the season with these Eagles. They love the postseason, and they're certainly going to be watching that Super Bowl. We got speakers here. We got dancing.
Our Alex George in the mix.
Getting tired or wants to go home.
At 5 points with an excited crowd. A lot of dancing going on there at Cotman and Rising Sun in Oxford. We want to go over to our Kelly Rule right now. Kelly, from high above, I can see a police van in the middle of this crowd. I'm not sure if this is close to you at all.
Yes, so you guys just missed. Some people were climbing on top of that. That is a no-no. We don't do that. I was going to say everyone's been really well behaved out here. We don't climb on the police vehicles. So that happened. It was short-lived. They got off. They're making their way through. I'm not sure what the tactic is here. I don't know if it's to kind of calm the crowds down, because as you can see, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people totally packed on Broad Street. And if you look behind the police SUV, there are a lot of people standing on something. I cannot make out what it is. I'm not sure if that's a newspaper stand, but that's a lot of people to be on what I'll just say is an elevated surface. So I hope they're being careful. Over here, we've had pole climbers all night, up and down. We got two over there. We had one balancing on the traffic light earlier. They're hype. But the thing is, we get a bad rap here, and I can tell you, all love out here. I've seen, there was a Commanders fan that showed up. People have surrounded her with love. They've been leading Eagles chants around her. If you get in the way, if you get tush-pushed a little bit, nobody cares. A lot of love, so you gotta love that. I'm gonna find Danny. Danny. TV debut. All right,
What's up,
we have Danny here. All right.
What's up, yo? What's up, Birds? Go, Birds! G-L-E-S-E-Go! Let's go, Birds!
How are we feeling? Are you a little excited?
A little excited. This is our corner. We love this street. This Broad Street. Philadelphia Eagles all the way. Super Bowl. Super Bowl, baby. Super Bowl.
We're headed to New Orleans. Did you have any doubt, Commanders, all week long, Cinderella story?
No way. Frauds.
We knew we was going here. We knew we was going to New Orleans.
They took Let's go. We got it. We own it.
Talking trash on Jaylen Hurts in the beginning of the week, and he went for 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. And don't forget about 2-6. 2-6, baby. All day. 2-6, baby.
The man. Who do we want? Bills or Chiefs?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It's Philly. We're going to win this shit.
We're going to win. This city deserves it.
The city does deserve it. We do deserve it. Nobody wants this for us, but we deserve it.
Let them hate. No one likes us. We don't care.
We don't care.
This is our city. We win.
It's our city.
It's
our city. The city of President Low. We bring it out. We bring it in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Birds, baby.
And guys, as you can see, they have it, all blocked off here at the fence. Thank you, Danny. And we've had a couple people jump over the fence. Police jump right in. They push them back, and everyone's cool about it. Like I said, a lot of love out here. Overall, good behavior. The only truly bad behavior I saw was jumping on the police SUV. Like I said, we don't do that. The pole climbing, it's expected. Saquon, we got a Saquon chant. Saquon Barkley! Saquon Barkley! Guys, as you know, Mark LaValle is my photojournalist tonight, and he's a Giants fan. Can you imagine? We're just here screaming, chanting Saquon Barkley in front of him. Poor guy. Those poor Giants fans, they are down bad tonight. You know they are.
Yeah, I saw one of them tweet, it'd be nice to have a guy like Saquon Barkley on our team.
Giants fan!
No.
There's a Giants fan in that crowd?
He got lost.
Yeah.
Mark's a Giants fan.
Oh, the only one.
And
Okay.
I'm hazing him. It's mean. He's
All
the
right.
reason. He's the one making me look good, and I'm hazing him.
I think no matter what team you root for, Saquon Barkley has been just an inspirational story this entire season. The Giants didn't utilize him the right way, and he comes here and joins the Eagles and soars. They set him up.
Well, they didn't have an
success.
offensive line. They didn't have a good quarterback. They didn't have a lot of
They
things.
set him up for
I'll
success.
tell you what about Saquon, the thing that we're lucky enough to experience when we get to be in the locker room around him is he's such a great guy, such a likable guy. He is, what you see on camera is genuine. That's who he is. He's a very unselfish guy. That's why these linemen love him. That's why this team loves him. They will do everything for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's sometimes lost because we see the player, but the guy, the human being that he is special too.
One thing I've noticed is when he scores his touchdowns, it's important for him to go on the sidelines and celebrate with the rest of the team.
Yeah, he's all about that. Remember earlier in the season, he had a chance to go for a record in a game, and Nick Sirianni asked him, do you want to go back out there? You're only a few yards away from this. He said, nope, let the young guys eat, let Kenny Gainwell. He wanted his teammates to get the chance to go out there that don't get as many carries. He was fine. I think that says a lot about his character.
I mean, just seeing him break off that first offensive play of the game, made me. There's never been a free agent in history to have the kind of impact he's had in any sport in Philadelphia.
He had 15 carries, scored 3 touchdowns, had 2 touchdowns on his first 3 carries of the game. I mean, it's just crazy what we're seeing this guy do. And great offseason addition there, right? You know what else Howie went and got? Howie Roseman got a great linebacker by Zach Bond, who had a fumble recovery tonight, led the team in tackles with 12 of them. And it just so happens our Breland Moore caught up with him on the field moments ago.
It's wild. It's wild. But at the end of the day, I think we prepared so well, and I think we expected this out of this team. We got all the weapons. We got the coaches. There's no reason we shouldn't be in this position right now.
This has been an incredible season for you personally, up now for Defensive Player of the Year as well. To be able to cap it off this year with a Super Bowl, incredible.
Yeah, it's all about the team for me. I get all the accolades and the awards, but it's all credit to the D-line, the coaches, our offense, and it's a team thing for me.
This defense has had an incredible turnaround from last year. You've been a huge part of it, but that work started in OTAs and in the during training camp. You guys had consistently said conditioning has been a part of this. How has Vic Fangio really transformed this team?
Yeah, he came in with a great scheme that fit his players, and then he calls that play to our strengths and eliminate our weaknesses. So, and we're just connecting as in the locker room. We're just gelling so well. It's really awesome.
That's Zach Bond, of course, with Breland Moore on the field. One thing, guys, that I think I'm struck by is we're asking people out, our great reporters asking the question, who do you want to see next? In terms of when we look forward with this team, no real glaring injuries tonight other than the question about Landon Dickerson, who started at center tonight in place of Cam Jurgens, who was having a back issue. Landon Dickerson came out of the game with a knee injury. He did not go back in. Cam Jurgens ended up coming in. So a little bit of questions there. This is why it's a big week off for this team. I think this week in between is huge. It will also help, Jaylen Hurts, who had the knee issue coming in, but again, looked great tonight. So I think overall, really good health going into the Super Bowl for this team.
What do you think happened to the team? When they first started this season, something wasn't clicking in the beginning. Do you remember that? We were like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the team from last year. And all of a sudden, there was an about shift. And it was during that bye week, I remember that. So what do you think? What do you know happened between the beginning of the season and where we are now?
I mean, what we know is that the offensive linemen, including Lane Johnson, went to the coaches and said, we need to run the ball more. We're winning up front. We can do it. And with Saquon, let him win this too. And to the credit of the coaching staff, they listened. That was important. I think that bye week came at just the right time. A lot of people looked at the schedule and were like, an early bye week. They're going to have to play a lot after that without a break. But it came at the right time because they were able to fix a lot of things. And a lot of what they did, to answer your question, the coaching staff self-scouted a lot. It was after the bye week that Cooper DeJean got healthy and was able to come into the starting lineup as well. And
leadership.
Defense was great. Yeah.
I think Saquon was a leader as well, not just on the field, but in the locker room. Darius Slay, who may have played his last game in Lincoln Financial Field, is with Breland.
That was a great team we played against, man, today. Good effort, man. We went out there and executed at a high level, man. We played good, played team ball, and got after it.
This defense has been incredible all season long. What's changed from last year to this year?
Just executing, man. We on the other end of every play now. We're on the right end. So we went out there, just executed, played at a high level, and, man, we just getting it done. I love this group, man. This group been amazing, man. I appreciate each one of these guys.
You mentioned this may be your last game here at Lincoln Financial Field, but to cap it off this way, if that is the case, my goodness, what a feeling.
Oh, it's great, man. Hopefully, I hope it ain't, man. I want to do my last year here, but whatever the Lord blesses me. But right now, I'm just gonna take in the moment, man. Just know that I just become another NFC champion again, and I'm headed to New Orleans.
You have one more win standing between a Super Bowl ring and yourself. What would that mean to you?
Oh, man, it means a lot, man. I've been playing this game for a long, long time, man, and that's the one thing I'm missing is a ring.
Hopefully he can get it.
And he's, this will be his third Super Bowl as well.
Sure, and with Slay, the big thing, too, we talked about unselfish play. Got to love the fireworks down in the city, too.
I know, in various spots,
Slay asked when they drafted Quinyon Mitchell, Slay told the team and the coaching staff, I want his locker next to mine. And he mentored him all season, and I don't think it's an accident that Quinyon Mitchell, who's up for Defensive Rookie of the Year, ended up having the season he did, too.
And the fact that these fans have not go inside to watch this other game tells me they don't care who they play.
They don't.
It's all about our birds right now.
Exactly.
Whoever wins, wins. We'll see them in 2 weeks. But tonight it's all about Philly. It's about our Eagles and this magical season they put together. I also was thinking one thing. With this 55-point output and this performance, I got to think whoever wins this AFC Championship game, Eagles are going to be favored in that Super Bowl, which would be the first time they've been favored in the Super Bowl of any of the last 3 at least, right? They weren't favored against the Patriots. They weren't favored against the Chiefs 2 years ago. They weren't favored against the Patriots in 2005.
No.
So you'd have to go way back.
Well, and remember, coming into the weekend before these games were played, the Eagles were the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
But, now that once you get a matchup set, you see how things turn out. But either way, I agree with you. The fans don't seem to really care who they play. I know the players don't care who they play. They're just thrilled to go there. But you got to like the matchup and the way this team is playing. There's all that talk in sports about peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
certainly seems like this team is peaking at the right time.
It's all, I agree. It's all about health. Something
is going on the ground here near City Hall. Not sure if they're trying to disperse the crowd, but you can see some police officers on motorcycle, what appear to be bicycles there as well. Is Kelly available for us to go to her to see what's going on down there on Broad?
I'm here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Kelly, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
We see some police activity. We see some police activity. Yep, right where you are right there. What's going on?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm reaching out to some of my contacts at Philadelphia Police right now to see what the plan is. But what I can see from my vantage point, which isn't great, is Philadelphia Police kind of lining up across Broad Street here in their, for lack of better words, riot gear. They're just standing there, no movement yet. A source did just get back to me and said they may be moving the crowd. It depends on behavior. So I think they were just in place to kind of see what's going on. We're kind of in the middle of the party right now. Like I said, we've been showing you all night. We've had some pole climbers, had people on the newspaper stand. There's a crowd up there again. So I think this is just a tactic to keep an eye on everything and make sure everybody stays safe. They're not moving. They're just kind of standing there and they're surrounded. So we'll see what happens. From what we've seen, the behavior has not been bad out here. We saw that SUV come through. We saw a couple people hop on it, but they got off right away. So I think they're just standing by for now, but of course we'll keep you posted if we see anything.
Okay, let us know if anything changes from high above. It looked like they were trying to disperse the crowd. There was a bit of a hole in the middle there. Our Kelly Rule live along Broad Street for us. Let's send things over to Chris O'Connell. And did everybody leave? He's at the link. Did
what lot you in?
Yes, everyone left the link. The stadium's empty, but the parking lot certainly is not. First of all, look at Wells Fargo Center. Nice, draped in green, but then you got the party. Yeah,
there they are.
Still in the parking lot. Now let them do their thing. Now, I got to tell you something. Most people, when they come to an Eagles game, the biggest celebrity, maybe Saquon Barkley, they get lucky. Jaylen Hurts, if they get lucky. When I come here, the celebrity I want to meet is Touchdown Tommy. The one and only Touchdown Tommy is in the house.
That's what I'm squawking about. Listen to me. We're going to win this Super Bowl. You know why? Saquon Barkley is on a mission. Super Bowl Sunday's his birthday, his 28th birthday. It doesn't matter who we play. We're going in there. We're going to run the freaking ball. We're going to win that freaking game. Because you know why? We're the Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Who's going to New Orleans? You?
I don't know.
We got to get Touchdown Tommy to New Orleans. We need you on Bourbon Street.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Eagle fans on Bourbon Street. Let's do this.
I know.
5 years since Kobe, RP, and he's a Birds fan, and he was up there watching for us.
Kobe,
Go
Birds! I bring it up, Kobe. You can't go wrong. Were you inside tonight?
I was not inside tonight, but I stayed here because last time I was here for the NFC Championships, we got in, and we're gonna do it again, and we did, and we got one more game.
Let's do it one more time. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Bourbon Street, here we come, baby.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Chris there literally will be on Bourbon Street with our coverage here with Fox 29 over the next 2 weeks. You are about to get more Eagles coverage than you could even shake a stick at, and we are delighted to bring it to you. Super Bowl LIX 59.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of who they're playing, and right now the Bills have a little lead, but who cares about that right now? The action is on the streets of Philadelphia.
There had been some speculation with the logo of the Super Bowl, with the colors in it, and the person who was predicting said it would be Eagles, and now we'll find out if it will be the Chiefs based on the colors of the logo.
It was predicted.
There's green in there. I mean, it's not our green. It's a version of our green that's in the Super Bowl logo.
Okay, perfect.
So we'll see. We'll see if it's the Chiefs or Bills tonight.
Nice to see Chris with touchdown Tommy. Breland is with the so-called exciting Whites.
I don't even know. I can't even describe it. It's crazy. First year. It's crazy. A lot of great people in this organization. I'm just happy to be here.
Cooper, you said Reed helped you out tremendously throughout the course of the season. To be able to sit, to be able to sit here and have this moment with him. What does that mean to you?
It's awesome. It's awesome. He's helped me tremendously, throughout my first year, just growing as a person outside of football and in the building. A lot of great people.
You don't have to work on him too much, man. He came in, did his job. He's one of the best rookies that we've had. Our whole rookie class pretty much has just dominated, honestly. But I remember when he was quiet in training camp, didn't say a word. And now I can't get him to shut up.
Reed, to be able to be in this position once again, to go back and potentially, seal the deal this time, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it's a dream come true. It's very hard to go back. And to go back twice in my 3 years here, oh my gosh, it's a blessing, And he don't really know yet what it's like because he's going to be spoiled how I was my first year. But, man, enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it. But we got one more game to go.
Reed Blankenship is like a proud papa with Cooper DeJean. He's been mentoring him. That's a live look at the Eagles press conference room. We're waiting for Nick Sirianni to come in there, as well as Jaylen Hurts and maybe some other guys too. We'll see, but we'll keep an eye on that for you.
I guess they don't, like in baseball, we see the champagne shower in the locker room. I don't think we have access to that. Are they popping champagne on does football doesn't do that?
No, football doesn't. That is a baseball tradition.
What about the cooler?
Well, they did dump the Nick Sirianni with the cooler, the Gator. They even hit him in the head a little bit with it, but
Who, Nick got hit in the head?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was A.J. Brown was the one dumping the water. He just a little bit nicked in the head.
Will Nick bring his kids with him?
I would say yes. This is a time where I think that's good.
Let's head over to Kelly Rule along Broad Street. What's going on with police? It looks like they're moving in, Kel.
Yeah, so they have started to push the crowds probably about a block. We're now at Broad and Sansom. We're following the line. So they pushed the majority of the crowd down this way. They started to again, and now they've stopped. Again, what I was told earlier from a contact with Philadelphia police was that they were kind of just positioning themselves and were going to react based on behavior. And now you can see they're lined up and they're moving. So far, no issues. I mean, the crowd's kind of moving with them. Again, I don't know if the plan is to clear everybody out completely or just to try to taper down on the crowd a little bit, but they are keeping a strong line, and now they're moving. So they're starting to move. Let's see what happens here.
So they're moving south on Broad there,
quickly,
Kelly?
and kind of pushing fans forward.
Oh, so
they are, yes.
They want to clear Broad.
Away from City Hall.
Right. At least a couple of blocks away from City Hall now.
They must want to clear Broad. It's a little early. This is earlier than we've seen in the past. I know 2 years ago we were definitely out here longer than this. So I don't know if there are issues that we haven't seen.
Fireworks, maybe? Who knows?
Now they're holding the line again here. So we're at Broad and Sansom. Lots of fireworks. They're having a lot of fireworks. Lots of pole climbing, lots of newspaper stand climbing, and now they're moving again. So Broad and Sansom here, they're pushing the line forward. And he's just saying, hold the line.
And the crowd is still cheering.
So they're holding the line here at Broad and Sansom.
Yep, it's still all love out there.
Fans are still cheering. Nobody seems to be too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no one's upset. They're still doing their thing. They have their drinks. They have their Eagles gear on, and they're just kind of moving with them. Let's hope it stays that way. No reason it shouldn't. But yeah, I guess the plan at this point is to clear it. Now, keep in mind, they're a decent group behind the line, but nowhere near where it was before. You guys saw our shot earlier. I mean, there were thousands of people. You could not move out here. And then we are hearing...
Kelly, we got to go. We got Nick Sirianni. There is coach.
Yeah, this game is about overcoming adversity. There's going to be good plays in the game. There's going to be bad plays in the game. There's going to be good moments in a season. There's going to be bad moments in a season. And it's about overcoming and embracing the adversity, because really what we've talked about as a team is like adversity. We've all had to have adversity to be in this moment at where we are right now. And so adversity is what makes you who you are. And it's been the story of, you know, the 2023 to the 2024 Eagles is as bad as feeling we had as how last year ended. I think it makes you who you are. These guys are hungry, and you know we got one more to go.
What was your message to the team in the locker room?
I don't know. Everyone was kind of flowing in. It was just basically what the schedule was. Kind of what our message has been all year is tough, detailed together. Tough, detailed together. You know, mentally and physically tough, detailed with our fundamentals, detailed with being on the same page, detailed with that, and then together, right? Because, again, it's not the best groups of individuals that wins. You got to become a team. You know, we got one more to go.
What did you think of Jaylen Hurts' performance?
Yeah, awesome. I think you heard what I said at the end of the game. It's amazing how much doubt there is sometimes. I can't quite comprehend it because, you know, it doesn't look like people think it should look like. But the guy has been clutch. He's won a ton of football games. But you ran for this many yards. We don't care how we win. We don't care. If we rush for 300 and pass for 1 and we win, great. If we rush for 1 and pass for 300, great. Who cares? We've just continued to win. He's just continued to win, and I think the criticism is, yeah, whatever. He just wins. And I said what I said after the game, and that's kind of how I feel.
First offensive play, Saquon takes it to the house. What does that mean?
As a good tone setter, right? You know, we knew they were going to sell out to stop the run. We kind of knew that. And then he breaks 2 or 3 tackles to start. We get a great block from AJ on the toss crack to get around the edge. And then great block by Dallas to kind of set it off. And if that, you know, Saquon gets into the second level, third level, and now it's, hey, can you tackle this guy? And he's hard to tackle. Yeah, I know they don't give me a vote for MVP, but I know who my vote would. That's probably why they don't give me a vote, because I would vote for Saquon. But special performance, special player, special job by the entire group to make that play go, to start things off, and that was a good tone setter. We've had some good tone setters to start this playoff, all the playoffs, like, you know, Oren forcing the fumble against Green Bay. You know, going right down and getting a touchdown on the first drive of the LA game, and then to start it like that was a good start for us.
For him to be the emergency start to fill in the second, what was the plan for him, and also what did it mean for you to see him?
Yeah, I think you saw the plan, but he had to step in and play, and he did a phenomenal job. And yeah, these guys are playing through pain, like. Man, I just can't say enough about how much I respect these guys of what they have to do with their bodies. I don't think anyone knows the half of it, what they have to go through to play this long season. This is a marathon. And these guys and our trainers and doctors and our strength staff do such a good job of helping them be in the shape they need to be in to play this long season. And then the guys themselves do a great job of doing that as well. We've made a big emphasis on conditioning this year. We've made a big emphasis on all those things. So all these guys are fighting through pain. You know, I know coaches are fighting through sleep deprivation, and we don't care. We just want to keep going.
What does he say about Jaylen that he doesn't care about how it looks or what his stats are?
Or what anybody else says. Yeah. That he's a winner, that he's selfless. I showed a couple clips last night of the team. And one picture I showed that showed love was Nolan Smith coming out with Nakobe Dean's jersey last game. That shows love. Then I showed a clip of Nolan and Jaylen that kind of showed of them performing a stunt, and Jaylen saying, "Hey, thank you for trusting me," and Nolan saying, you don't have to thank me, just go do it." And then so that showed trust. And then I showed a clip of Jaylen talking about, we don't care how we win, regardless of what anyone says about him, all right, or me, or whatever it is. That shows selflessness, and that's team stuff. Again, it's not the best groups of individuals that win. You have to come together as a football team. And those clips through the playoffs that I got to show last night, you know, again, I kind of get emotional on things. I'm not going to get emotional right now, but, man, it just showed the team. It's about team. This is the greatest team sport there is. I think that gets overlooked sometimes with, oh, look at how this play performed, and look at the scheme here. Like, it ain't about. It's part of it's about that, but it's about team. And anybody that plays, you know, the winner of the Bills and the Chiefs game, I guarantee you they talk about how they came together as a team, right? And that's why I love this sport. That it's just, you know, I always say these things of hope that people will say, hey, this is the greatest team sport to inspire people to play this sport. But somehow they don't show that stuff a lot. Sometimes it's more about the negative things that happen and this and that. But we're a team. We're a freaking team, and I'm proud of this team.
Yourself on your physicality when it's been pretty consistent with the turnovers, fumbles, forcing fumbles, I guess, with Zach. Will Shipley, then Oren Burks. What does that mean?
We spend a lot of time on that. We do a lot of drills that go into that. We talk a lot about that. But at the we show anytime there's a missed opportunity to take the ball away. That's something I kind of learned as I watched Matt Eberflus and his how he kind of preached defense of how you take the ball away. I really learned a lot from him when I was in Indy with him. And to be plus 21 on the season, like that's impressive. But and we talk about that to nausea, probably where they're sick and tired of hearing it. But to me, I always say, hey, good leadership is saying the same things over and over is repetition. Connor Barwin actually says that leadership is I don't know how he says it, but the burden of leadership is repetition. And but it's about those guys that are going out there and doing it. Like there's a skill to be able to take the ball away when Eckler gets up off the ground, to be able to take a punch at the ball there, like Nolan did. Will Shipley, I'm not sure he's tackled anybody before this year. Like Will Shipley, Kenny Gainwell on special teams. The contributions we've gotten from them, they were prime running backs in college that haven't had to tackle people. Like I don't think people understand how special that is. Like, and I get it. It's not going to be the pretty story or anything like that, but it is to us. It is to us.
A couple more, please.
What's it like to see so many rookies have important plays or roles in this team during this playoff stretch?
And we don't care who's contributing. We're contributing to the guys that we know that can contribute. But with that being said, we've gotten great contributions from our rookie class. That's a tribute to Howie and his staff of all the work they put into to get the right type of guys in first and foremost. Again, talent only gets you the first part, right? You got to have something else to get to where we are right now. And we've gotten great contributions from Coop, from Q. I got a FaceTime from my college roommate, Jason Candle, who was Q's coach. I asked him if he was going to the Super Bowl. He's like, yeah, if you buy me a ticket. He makes enough money he can buy his own ticket. But I'll definitely reserve one for him. But Trot and J-Lix and Will, and I'm missing guys. I get that because they aren't playing like – I'm not even thinking about rookies, who's a rookie, who's not, because they're playing like vets. Yeah, it was cool. And I remember, I think, what was the record before 55 points today? Wasn't it 51? Yeah. Come on. It was 51 because it was the Buffalo Bills versus the Raiders, right? Yeah. And so I remember watching that game as a kid in Buffalo, in Buffalo, New York, Jamestown area. And watching that, and then being able to be around Frank Reich and kind of hear how, and then watching Four Falls of Buffalo and how they did it and all those different things, and to be able, Frank's got a lot of different records. Whether it's, you good? Frank's got a lot of different records besides the greatest comebacks. But I remember them scoring those 51 points, and to be able to get 55. I know you didn't ask this, but I'm talking about it. Frank, we got your record there just from a great performance from our team.
It looked like you were taking in the scene.
Did you have one? Okay. I got a couple more.
It looks like you were
I don't got much else to do after this.
It looked like you were taking in the scene in the locker room there. Was that important to you? And what did you observe?
I just thought about the next game, to be quite honest with you. It's like, this is a great feeling. We've had this feeling before. And it just makes you hungrier, just like the more hungry or hungrier? Huh? Okay. It just makes you more hungry. I'm going to go with more hungry. It just makes you more hungry to go there and play in this game again. And we're going to have to, regardless of the opponent, we're going to have to play a really good game to be able to reach our goals.
Speaking of Kendall, Mount Union obviously has a rich history of the coaching family tree. What would it mean to you if you could be the first Mount Union alum to be a Super Bowl champion as a head coach? And also, if you would talk to Hall of Fame coach Larry Karrasch right now, what would he say to you?
Yeah, well, Coach Karrasch, you're invited to go to the next game. It's on me. You're invited to go to the next game. Love to have you. And the things I learned there, just about detail, and just about not being satisfied with wins, but just how do you improve off of wins, and what I learned about winning. What Coach Karrasch and Mount Union football program has meant to my family. He's special. He's special, and learned a lot there about how to just coach this game. Had great memories with great teammates with those things, and that would. Did Dom Capers win one? Defensive coordinator. So. Yeah, I don't know. He's got Coach Capers has a building there that they kind of wrote me into giving some money to as well. And so I don't know if we win, maybe they'll try to entice me to put some money into the football program as well. So go ahead. So I didn't bring my family up with me, Mike.
I know.
Okay. I know.
The last time this franchise won a Super Bowl, your predecessor said this is the new norm. What have you done since you've been here, do you think, to contribute to keeping this franchise at that level, and what was already in place to allow it?
Yeah, great organization that we have, starting with Mr. Laurie, Howie. I don't think I've shied away for how much those guys mean to me. Again, you can't be great without the greatness of others, and it starts with Mr. Laurie. Howie does a great job of getting guys in here and helping there, just to have that solid GM that's been through everything is huge. Great partnership I have with him. And then it's about the people, really, to be honest with you. It's always about the people, and we got some great people in this. I wore this jersey because I said AJ's the best receiver that this city's ever seen, and I don't go back on that, but Quick was really good.
Last one. When you lose your center,
I'll get you two.
When you
Bob will be the bad guy. I'll just keep it answering the question. Happy to do it.
When you lose your center, is that different than losing another offensive line position just because of the responsibility that lays on that?
No, I mean, it's just everyone's role is so important. Everyone's role is not the same, but everybody's role is so important. And Landon's got a lot of experience playing that position. We ended up getting a lot of confidence throughout the week of how Landon went about it. And then Cam had to come in and contribute as well. And I think again, it just goes down to it takes everybody. Like, I know, you guys will have interviews with the guys that made huge plays in this game, but with the ball in their hands sometimes. But it takes everybody. I mean, it takes everybody. Tyler Steen. How about Tyler Steen coming in and playing the game that he played against a really good opponent? I can't tell you how much respect I have for that, for Coach Quinn. And that team, Washington reminds me of us, as far as how their physicality is and as far as how their effort goes. I can't tell you how much respect I have for Coach Quinn and the job that he's done, and Jaden Daniels, man, he's a big-time player. We're going to be battling for a long time in this division, so hats off to them. But it takes everybody. It's hard to say, hey, this one's more important than this one, because, again, it goes back to the team of it takes everybody, and everybody's job may not be the same, but everybody's job and role is so important.
Back to you and Jaylen. You guys are going to hit franchise history, being first coach, first quarterback to every Super Bowl.
All right, Nick Sirianni, they're wearing a Mike Quick jersey, and, he still seems businesslike. Not a huge celebratory tone to his voice, which I kind of like.
Yes.
Yeah. His job's not done.
Well, remember they went through this two years ago, and I think that's big, that experience, because he had gotten all that out. He was that way. And we've talked about his transition this year with the emotions on the sideline. I think we saw some of that there in that press conference.
He's I think he is the winningest coach now in Eagles history when it comes to percentages. He still has 1 year left on his deal, and I think with a Super Bowl berth this year, it's time to start talking re-up to extend him beyond next year. I'm sure that'll be a conversation in the offseason, and maybe it happens then, maybe not. We'll see. But he has done an incredible job turning this year around after that Week 4 loss to Tampa Bay.
You're right, and it was interesting because I think many people thought he was on the hot seat then, earlier this season.
Oh, yeah, definitely, when he shaved his head.
And a year ago for sure. And he talked about last season. I know the team really has tried to separate the two, but he talked about that in terms of adversity and how it helped shape what they're doing now. I thought that was important.
Yeah. I thought when he was running across the field and was celebrating, that job solidified. No one should be able to question him moving forward, at least for this season. All right, let's turn things back over to Kelly Rule. She's been with all of the fans, the celebratory fans along Broad Street near City Hall. It looks empty behind you there, Kel.
Yeah, so we'll show you what's going on. Party is not completely over, but it definitely looks different. So look here, Broad and Sansom. Police are holding the line here. They push the crowd that we were showing you earlier. Those thousands of fans packed between Sansom and Chestnut. They pushed the crowd down, and they've been holding this line here probably for about the last half hour or so. And then if we continue down Broad, we're going to walk. So this, if you recall, not too long ago, was absolutely jam-packed with thousands of fans. It's now empty. Top Philadelphia police brass standing in the middle there. They tell me this is all just about crowd control. It was so packed in there you could barely get through. Obviously that's a safety hazard, so they're trying to just break it up a little bit. From what I've been told from my contacts so far, no major issues, usual antics, but no major issues, but it just got to be too crowded, so they had to break that up. So you can see they have two lines that they're holding. Up here they actually have Philadelphia police on the bikes holding the line there. And then we're seeing law enforcement from outside of the city as well. I saw a couple of vests that said Bucks County on it. So we're told mutual aid in action, resources from the counties, Pennsylvania State Police here as well. This is not, a last-minute call-in. They are prepared for big events like this. They were expecting thousands and thousands and thousands of fans to show up on Broad Street if we won, and of course we did. So this is all part of the plan. So far, though, we have not, and again, we can't be everywhere at once, but we have not seen anyone resisting this line of police. They're kind of just standing behind them and continuing to celebrate, continuing to, Eagles chant and hang out in their sea of green, but no issues yet. And again, they're just holding the line here. I think this is, again, just to break it up, keep things safe for everybody.
So on the other side, and we see some crowd video on the right-hand side here. Yeah, oh, okay, that's a much better look. So thousands of people are still gathered beyond that police line there, still celebrating. I think my daughter's in the crowd somewhere in there. She rode a city bike, or at least one of those bikes, from Old City all the way over there.
Tell her we're by the Capitol Grill. Tell her to come over.
If she could get past the police. She did send me some video of people, some of these fans on the sanitation truck out there. So the sanitation crew is down with the celebrations as well. They took a ride on the sanitation truck. The other fans, not my daughter, also on the front of that sanitation truck. But yeah, nice to see that people are still able to be out there to celebrate our Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
All right, we've got number 11, Jaylen Hurts at the podium. Kelly, we'll talk to you in a moment. Let's go to the receiver. There he is, Jaylen Hurts, number one, not 11. I was thinking A.J. Brown. All right.
These two Super Bowls with the Eagles, is that something that you reflect on, or something that maybe you guys talk about or thought about?
There's a lot that goes into what we do every day, and I thank God for the opportunity. Thank Him for giving me focus and resilient and steadfast within it all. I think it's been a great group effort for us to be able to do what we've been able to do over the years, but in terms of a big reflection, I don't know if the time is to do that right now.
You said throughout the season that, when you guys need to pass the game, it'll be there. It was there today. What made it work so well?
Well, I think I think we need to change we need to change our approach to all of this. You know, I don't play the game for stats. I don't play the game for numbers, any statistical approval from anyone else. And I understand that everyone has a preconceived notion on how they want it to look or how they expect it to look. And I told you guys that winning and success is defined by that particular individual, and it's all relative to the person. And what I define it as is winning. And so the number one goal is always to come out here and win.
Jaylen, when was it that you decided that numbers didn't matter, just the outcome? When did you learn that? What got you in that mind frame?
By losing. You name a loss and you tell me it's losing. Failure has to be used as a source of pain to go take that next step. And there's always learning opportunities and everything. And I think it's human nature to be ignited by the shortcomings, and it's just a natural thing.
When you think back to your guys' first trip to the Super Bowl, what are some lessons that you're taking with you on this time?
It's hard to say right now. I just think you got to give a ton of gratitude to. These are all my personal testimonies, and I know my personal perspective is not always a reflection of what is most important to the team and what we're trying to do as a team, because every team is different. And so I think clearly as a team the mission is to go take advantage of the opportunities we present ourselves with. But also I have my history and the things that I've experienced that I can use as tools to help those around me and help myself. And so a lot of this stuff is presented to us, and we all have that plateau to learn from all of our experiences. And a lot of guys that have not experienced some of these things, got a lot of guys that, you know, from these Georgia guys that have made a big impact on our team, and the young defensive backs that we've had, and not everyone was a part of that. But that's why every team is different, and every year is new. And so there's been a sense of togetherness for us to all come together and try and achieve the ultimate team goal, and we've done a great job of that to this point of being able to put ourselves in this position.
After you beat the Bengals earlier this year, you asked about Joe Burrow, and you said there's a standard too, meaning you have a standard too. We kind of left it at that. What is the Jaylen Hurts standard?
The standard is to win. That's my standard.
What did Cam show playing despite that back injury?
That was gritty. That was gritty of him. He hadn't practiced all week, really pushing through, and the resilience he showed coming in and being able to see the defense the way he was. Loved how he prepared. Obviously, the preparation showed, and man, he's been great all year. I won't have that reflective moment on myself, but I'll have that reflective moment on Cam and saying, yeah, you know, you got one bad snap to start the season off, and you know, all the questioning and all the things that were thrown his way. And so
we're interrupting the QB Jaylen Hurts for just a few moments here. He's talking about the sense of togetherness and how everything has worked. So right here on Fox 29, we've been telling you the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, so let that sink in. Our nonstop coverage started at 8 this morning, and we'll be back on Fox 29 at 11 p.m.
We will send it back to our network for now for our primetime lineup and the hit new show Doc. That's coming up right now. But for those who can't get enough of this Eagles coverage and Jaylen Hurts, stay with us on Fox Local, so join us there to get more coverage.
And if you were already on Fox Local, stay with us. Listening in to our QB1.
Showing, and he's been able to take us to the next level in many ways, take our running game to the next level in many ways, and he's been able to do really big things.
How much of a difference does it make for you guys? I mean, knowing that he has that ability to hit that home run pretty much any time he touches the ball.
Well, I've told you guys this from this instance throughout the year of a lot of these things come down to how you finish. And I think being able to lean on him when we're trying to bring things home, I think that's that's a huge impact he's made for us. And obviously, you know, when he does it early, it doesn't really matter who gets the party started. Just for us to gain some momentum as an offense and gain a rhythm, I'd say. Rhythm is the word. Gain our rhythm as an offense and keep going.
What did it take for you to be healthy and able to play this game, I guess, in the last week?
It was challenging. It was challenging. In some ways exhausting. You know, dealing with a little sickness as well, and just came out here. It was a group effort.
Getting back to the center position, what was it like too? Obviously, you had a new guy in there in Landon. Didn't quite know if he was going to get the call or not. What was that like for you, taking snaps from him for the first time?
Well, I always talk about how I miss Landon when everybody asks me, because you got the Alabama crossover, and I missed him about a year. And so we got a chance to do what we could have done in those times. But nonetheless, you know, Landon's an All-American center in college. He's a hell of a player. He's very versatile, and when he came here to be an Eagle, everyone knew that. And so that's a tough guy there. A tough guy that deserves a lot of credit for our success today. His willingness to step in and take upon that role.
You talked a couple months ago about watering all parts of the grass. When you look at the rhythm you found in the passing game today, as well as 7 rushing touchdowns in a playoff game, where are you toward watering all the grass, and how do you think you guys got to this point?
It's a journey. It's a journey, and there's no point where you will arrive in that journey. And I think for us and how we attack people, it's just a matter of being on the same page with that, and going out there and playing clean football.
From Coach post-game on stage, and what's it like playing for Coach Sirianni?
Well, he's done a great job. He's done a great job. I guess he let me on my straitjacket a little bit today.
Jaylen, how was it to see the offense kind of come together the way it did? Display, you know, your weapons in your passing game, the running game, and it seemed like it kept Commanders off balance.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I was saying, how was it for you to see the offense come together the way it did? Passing game, you know, showed a lot of strength today. Running game, everything kind of came together in this game. And how was it just to see how dangerous this offense could really be?
Well, I've told you guys, it's not a matter that we can't. It's just a matter of if we do. And it all comes down to how we execute. It comes down to our approach and everyone being on the same page and playing with good rhythm, and ultimately finding a way to win. And I think the beautiful thing about this sport, about this team, and for me, from my vantage point, how we've been able to evolve over the years since I've been here, is finding ways to win in multiple ways. And it's a great help when you have a defense like that, turning the ball over, playing hard and playing ferocious and flying to the ball. And we just need to find it in us to muscle out one more.
What's that been like for you to, with the offense being largely conservative for most of the year, use the term straitjacket, but to sort of accept that there's not going to be every game where you're airing it out there?
It's not about me. It's not about me. And as I said, you know, I don't even play. I don't play the game for any statistical measure. Nothing more than just winning. You play the game to win. I play the game to win, and I think this, in a sense, this game chose me, and this position chose me. You know, and to be able to come this far and have opportunities in front of us, you just want to take advantage of them. But none of that has been. I've never been motivated by achieving the personal things, the personal goals. All of those things come when you put the work in, have the right mentality, embrace what the group's mission is, and the mission is to win.
Fourth down throw. Can you elaborate on what you mean by letting get out of the straitjacket, by getting out of the straight? Can you elaborate on what you meant by that?
I'm gonna answer this question.
The fourth down throw to AJ came in a big spot. Seemed a little similar to what happened early in the season, the Giants, when you guys went for the touchdown. Any similarities in what happened pre-snap or based on the play?
Similar situations, I guess. But in hindsight, just two guys being on the same page, having a negative play to play before, and coach having the trust in us to bring it home, and hadn't had too many of those this year, but the good things come right on time. Thank you.
Again. That's it for QB1. Jaylen Hurts, poised, cool. You wouldn't even know he just won the NFC Championship game. I hope the knee is okay and rest up. And he just played the game of his life, maybe one of the greatest of his NFL career.
It's going to be interesting, Jason, to see what the narrative is on him now, right? Coming into this, it was the criticism. There's been a lot of talk of that. But he passed for almost 250 yards, a touchdown, had 3 rushing touchdowns, and had that game today. And I wonder what the narrative will be about him going into this Super Bowl now as to how he's viewed, having gotten to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, 2 conference championship games, won them both.
The numbers speak for themselves.
Sure. I think it's going to start changing the narrative a little bit on him.
Something about Eagles fans, though, we kind of like to hear a little bit of that.
Yeah.
We like to go. Fires us up. We'd like to go in as the underdog and to prove them wrong. In this game, we definitely proved them wrong. This is a live look at Broad Street right near City Hall. You can see that police have separated the crowd essentially here. You can see the big gap in the street. So this is crowd enforcement, as our Kelly Rule has been telling us that Philadelphia police are doing. They have the crowd on one end and the crowd on another end, but people are still able to gather there and celebrate. Boy, a difference in tone and tenor from the Eagles news conference versus what's going on in the streets of Philadelphia. I feel like at some point the guys should go out and celebrate with everybody else, right? To soak this whole thing up. Kelly Rule, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. And I had the same exact thought, man. He needs to get a glimpse of what's going on out here, and I think we could get a little more excitement in that tone. But that's just Jaylen Hurts for you.
Have you seen Jason Kelsey anywhere?
But here's the. No, believe me, I'm on the lookout. He's got to be here somewhere. And you know what? I'm going to give credit where credit's due. The reason Philadelphia police are here so early breaking up this crowd is because the turnout was absolutely insane. It was so packed you couldn't move on Broad Street. So they had to get in here and do something and break it up a little bit. And I've been polling people, and it sounds like, and I'm no expert, I can't count everybody, but it does seem like this crowd is bigger than what we saw 2 years ago when we won the NFC Championship. I mean, it is insanely crowded. And I think, too, because we won so big, people had time to run down here right away, and they have not left. So, again, Broad and Chestnut here, they're holding the line. They have not moved. I mean, I think it's been at least a half hour, if not longer, where they've just been holding the crowd. Then there's a big gap for a block here. And then over at Sansom Street, they're holding the crowd over there. But they're not stopping any of the shenanigans going on. People are still having a good time. They're just kind of sitting there holding the line. I think, again, like you said, crowd control just to break things up so people could move in the event of, an emergency and someone needing help. But so far, so good.
Are they still climbing the poles?
The pole climbing has subsided, yes. But if you can see, there are still people on. I think they're on the orange barrier cones there, and then they were on the newspaper stand but got down. So maybe the line of officers here, they might be encouraging people to not do that anymore. If they're going to stand there and watch, they probably have to step in. And again, as I said earlier, too, this is not just Philadelphia police. We know state police are here. They're bringing in mutual aid from the counties. We saw some Bucks County vests as well. Just kind of all hands on deck. But again, this is routine. This is how they prepare for big events. And they were right to prepare because fans came out. It is still packed. Actually, I ran into my sister who is out here, too, and she said there were a couple times where she started to panic because it was just so crowded, and still feels that way. So party isn't stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people from the suburbs come out here just to be part of the party. I know people who flew in to Philadelphia just to be in their home city. People who've moved away wanted to be home just to be a part of this. So
fantastic.
Listen, we've been through a lot as a city
once in a lifetime
over the last few years, and I think that these moments we just relish as a fan base, as a city, and we want to be together and celebrate. And it's just been a great night in Philly, and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
No, they're going to try. They'll probably try to end it soon, but
yeah,
it's a Sunday. Yeah. It's a school night.
Yeah, everyone's so happy. I mean, the crowd is electric. It is a school night. It is a work night.
No one cares.
You wouldn't know that though. And there's going to be a lot of call outs tomorrow.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of call-outs tomorrow. And it is also cold. Certainly not as cold as it was earlier in the week, but you wouldn't know that. And in fact, I honestly forgot. I mean, I'm pretty bundled up, but just because of the energy and the crowd out here, it does not feel cold. And there are people that are not dressed appropriately, and they seem to be doing just fine. I'm sure a little, liquid courage helps with that as well.
What's the best?
They're having fun. They are not going.
What's the best costume you saw out there tonight, Kelly? There's a lot, right?
That's a good question. Well, we had Danny with the mask on earlier. We've had people that are just in like those all green suits. There are people that are shirtless, which again, like not advised in this weather by any means, but that's always entertaining. They get a lot of cheers. There was a shirtless pole climber that got a lot of excitement from the crowd. We have Eagles masks on. We have we saw a Saquon for President poster that got a lot of attention. Love that. There's something in the middle of the crowd there too that I can't see what that is. Go ahead.
I feel like if we fast forward to years from now and you look back at 2024 and 2025, there's going to be a lot of people named Saquon.
Well, no doubt
a lot
about
of babies right now named Saquon.
And
or Barkley,
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs named Barkley already. Yeah. And you look back to 2022 when we lost all those championship opportunities. We got to win this one. Cannot get this close again and not have a parade. The parade is what people want. And we're possibly 2 weeks and change away from one if they can just finish the job. And this team, they've got experience, they've got youth, they've got talent. I think they have the right coaching staff. It just feels like this is our year, but you got to play the game and you just never know. You're going to be going up against a great team, whoever it is. By the way, it's 21-16 in Kansas City right now. So Kansas City leads.
Kelly, thank you so much. We're going to head over to Alex George right now. She's at 5 Points in the Northeast, celebrating with all the fans there.
They haven't calmed down at all.
First of all, you've seen some interesting costumes out there tonight. And tell us, there's still a lot of folks behind you. Has the crowd died down a little bit? If you can hear me.
The crowd has definitely died down, but as you can see, they're still very lively, okay? Can you still hear me okay? Sheba and Jason?
Yes, we got you.
Yes, we got you. We got you.
Perfect. Well, then I can tell you, the costumes that we've seen, we had people dressed up in full bird costumes, like an inflatable costume. We did see some all-green people. We also saw a Saquon for President sign. Other than that, we had a homemade Vince Lombardi trophy that they covered in aluminum foil. Hold on real quick. Necessary, very necessary. And so we've seen quite a bit out here tonight. And yeah, I could tell you the crowd dies down, but if you look, there's still plenty of people. And as Kelly said, I think a lot of that liquid courage helps them get a lot of confidence when it comes to this performance here. Score a touchdown! 1, 2, 3! Hit 'em low! Hit 'em high! And watch our Eagles fly! Fly, Eagles fly! On the road to victory!
All right, Alex, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alex. Woo!
All right, Alex, we'll talk to you in a little bit there, and she's in the Northeast. Let's go to A.J. Brown after the game, speaking with our Breland Moore.
It means a lot. I try to stay locked in, but when I first got here, I reflect back to the moment we both linked up and we all worked out and we was running the hill in the rain at like 5 in the morning. That told me everything about these guys, which I know Jaylen, but I didn't really know Devontae as much. But to see those guys and just their mindset, that told me everything I need to know. And we're just trying to get it done. 2 Super Bowl appearances in 3 years is a blessing from God, and we're grateful, and we're just trying to finish. That don't happen. Guys don't get to the Super Bowl. And we are very blessed, and we're just trying to make the most of it. So
how different is your headspace, your mentality than it was 2 years ago with everything you've done to overcome?
My headspace?
Yeah, just compared to where you were 2 years ago and everything you've done for yourself since then.
I'm just trying to keep my emotions intact. and knowing the job is not finished. You know, this is fun. You know, I'm so excited for the guys who haven't been before and don't understand this feeling. But ultimately, I just want to win. We got one more. We got 4 quarters. That's the only thing I'm focused on. I'm gonna watch this game, 2 wins, and they get to work.
Yeah, A.J. Brown, 6 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. His inner excellence today. His inner excellence was incredible.
I was going to say he's got a plane right now. He can read some more of that book on the way down there to New Orleans.
Just the highlights, you know.
Interesting, guys. I did want to point out something. I'm seeing some reports coming out after the game here that Brandon Graham, right, everybody's fan favorite, is eligible to come off of injured reserve on Monday.
Oh.
And he is apparently saying he's going to attempt to get ready for the Super Bowl. It's a long and a big ask, but it sounds like he's going to do everything he can to try to be able to play in this game, but we will continue to keep an eye on that over the next 2 weeks.
I would imagine it has been hard for him to sit out as long as he's been sitting out.
And knowing that, remember, he went into this year saying this was going to be it, and then there was some talk about maybe not, and he was having such a great year. In his absence, Nolan Smith has just really played well. So it's just another thing to keep an eye on over the next 2 weeks. The Eagles gave Brandon Graham an opportunity to possibly get back on the field.
You always remember the strip sack 2 Super Bowls ago, and maybe there's a moment in there. Maybe he's got a couple plays in him. We'll have to see.
If anything, to help the younger guys,
for
too,
sure.
You know, because the Super Bowl can be very overwhelming for rookies.
And Nick Sirianni was, just one more thing about Brandon Graham, was asked about whether or not he'd be available. He did not say no. So they're all leaving the door open.
The news just keeps getting better and better.
It does. And now we wait to see who we play. And we've got 2 weeks of Eagles mayhem to bring you here on Fox 29. It is going to be an incredible 2 weeks. We are sending an army to New Orleans as well to bring you all the latest from there. But until then, we've got a week to just enjoy this. First of all, the fact that this team is giving us yet another Super Bowl berth in New Orleans this time. You went a couple years ago. It was in Phoenix back then. That was a great time.
I went in 2023. Can we say that you were?
Yeah, we can. I think we can say that. I will be there. Scott will be there as well, covering on radio as well. So, wow.
You know what I'm struck by just watching all this is you know, someone who's been around here, grew up here, and I'll age myself a little bit, someone who grew up in the 80s, went so long and only had the one Super Bowl in 2004. I tell my sons, like, you guys need to enjoy this. I mean, between these kind of runs, 3rd Super Bowl appearance in 7 years, won one of them, 2nd in 3 years. I mean, this is just, it's a lot of fun to watch. Nothing like bringing a city together with the sports teams. No doubt.
That's it. It comes down to that. Simple as that.
For a new person to Philly, I moved here in 2022. I feel spoiled at this point. I'm expecting us to go to the Super Bowl every year at this point because this has been my time here in Philadelphia, and I've just never seen a city come together the way the city has come together with all of these wins. You know, I had to go visit a girlfriend in Brooklyn yesterday, and I was driving back into Philly last night and just saw the entire skyline lit up in green. And it looked like the Emerald City. It was just so amazing and so promising and so uplifting to drive over the Ben Franklin Bridge right into the city all lit up in green. And then to see a night like this, where we are now the NFC champions, to see everyone come together in such a communal spirit.
It's the biggest small town in America, right? We're a big city, but we act like a small town. And I think it's all about these folks down there, the fans. Everybody who says go Birds to say hello, goodbye, how are you? I hope you're well, whatever it may be. It means so many different things.
Can't wait to hear that ringing out on Bourbon Street, right?
Oh, I mean, go Birds is going to be the greeting. Well, it always is, but now it's really going to be the greeting. The folks wearing their Kelly Green, boy, get your gear. And I know Dick's is selling some NFC. This is what they call a hat and a T-shirt game, where you get the NFC Championship gear, but we don't want the NFC Championship gear.
The bigger prize.
We want the Super Bowl as
gear.
A.J. Brown says, we've just got to get to the finish line. And we'll see you back here at 11 o'clock tonight.
No. Thank you. Next question. I'm a homeowner and lost the home in a fire in Pacific Palisades. I also have a contractor. Why can't I do the cleaning myself? I don't want the city to do it and change my insurance.
You can do it yourself. Register as opt-out Tuesday on the ROE program. No.
The question is,